the other side, this is once again a Shehechianu moment. We will, in a moment, talk about why it's a Shehechianu moment as we are looking at our interfaith family here. And so I'm going to ask, before we sing the Shehechianu, that anyone who is from the interfaith clergy community, that you say your name and your church so that we recognize you. As we said, we carry this Torah forward, and it is not just for us. As Jews, we are told that we need to be a light unto the nations, L'or Goyim. This congregation has been a light unto the nations as we see our friends in the interfaith community, our clergy and our partners are carrying our sacred scripture as our invitation for them to join with us in carrying the word forward, making this a better and more whole place. And so I'm going to invite each one to share their names and their church.
Jerry Neff, Moody Methodist Church.
Susan Kenner, Trinity Episcopal Church.
Richard Rhodes, First Lutheran Church.
Ed Wolf, First Presbyterian Church.
Sister Pauline, representing the Sisters of Charity, formerly of St. Mary's Hospital.
Thank you so much. Are there other members of the clergy in our group from the interfaith community here that want to recognize you?
Well, I'm not a clergy member, but I'm the president of the Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston.
Thank you so much. And of course, we wouldn't be able to partner without the rabbis who helped make this happen. Last night, with a lot going on, I didn't think to introduce the rabbis who have been members of this congregation. So any rabbis here, if you'd like to introduce yourselves, we know that you joined together with me and our interfaith colleagues in order to share this world and share the work that needs to be done. So if there are any rabbis other than Rabbi Jimmy Kessler, myself, and Rabbi Marshall, if you can take a moment to introduce yourself so we can recognize you.
Hi, I'm a little short, so but I have a loud voice. I'm Jennifer, Rabbi Jennifer Goldstein-Lewis. It's such a pleasure to be back here in Galveston, my hometown, after many years to celebrate with everyone today, and so pleased to be here. We're up in Ohio now, in the Cincinnati area.
Go Bucks! Any other members of the clergy, rabbis? Go ahead, nice and loud.
I'm Rabbi Ellen Weinberg-Dreyfus. I'm only here because I'm married to Jim Dreyfus, who is the son of Rabbi A. Stanley Dreyfus, who served here from 1956 to 1965. So I got here by marriage, and I'm thrilled to be here celebrating with you.
Welcome.
CCAR past president.
She's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. I'm Tom Albert. I grew up in this temple. My parents were very involved. Became bar mitzvah here, and this is just wonderful to come back here after all these years. I became a rabbi, and I'm a rabbi in Franklin, Massachusetts, which is like this, only cold.
Welcome back home. With that, we are going to join together one more time of many, many moments in which we are thankful to God for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for bringing us to this very special occasion as we celebrate our anniversary, celebrate the legacy that has been passed down to us and the legacy that we will continue to carry forth for many, many years to come. We sing Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kimanu v'kiyanu Asman hazeh. You can say the word Amen. right, let's do it. It is my distinct honor to welcome and introduce Mayor Yarbrough here, who has come here to help be a part of this celebration, as he is the leader of Galveston and understands the importance of our community here and importance of the interfaith relationships that we have. Mayor Yarbrough, it is my honor and pleasure to invite you to speak.
Thank you, Rabbi. Welcome that, Rabbi. Boy, what a great day to be in Galveston, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Amen. And I certainly appreciate the invitation to be a part of today's celebration. This congregation and the members of this congregation, and I heard somebody arguing over here. Somebody said that Mike Warren might have been a charter member. He looks it. He's moving. I don't need his vote. No, this congregation and the members of this congregation have literally supported, transformed, contributed, propped up, made this place better every day for 150 years. And they do so even today. I didn't have the pleasure of knowing Rabbi Cohen, but only through reputation and reading. He must have been a remarkable man. But I have had the pleasure and honor of knowing Rabbi Jimmy Kessler. And when I think of someone who epitomizes all that's good about the Jewish community, but to me more importantly, that all that is good about the Galveston community, it's Jimmy Kessler. I mean, I have personally, I've been serving the community for 30 years in some sort of elected office. Jimmy Kessler is the proverbial bridge. I mean, I've seen him in action. He not only bridges ecumenical and religious differences that crop up in trying to pull all of our threads together to make this place better. I've seen him do it when ethnic and racial tensions get a little tighter and a little tougher, as they do in every community. Jimmy Kessler was always at the table, voice of reason. Let's pull together, let's figure this out. I've seen him firsthand throughout his tenure as rabbi, most importantly after I bring us together to talk about the social needs of our community. Not everybody is as blessed as those of us who are standing here this afternoon. It was Jimmy Kessler who said, let's don't forget those who are the least among us, who aren't as fortunate. Let's make sure those of us who have resources help those who need. So every time this community's needed a stalwart, we turn to Jimmy Kessler. And so when the President Sandy and Rabbi Clavin and Councilwoman Bly came forward to say, we want to do something that memorializes the significance of 150 years of our Jewish community here on the island. And we'd like to name this drive after Rabbi Jimmy Kessler. I wish they were all that easy, Jimmy. That was a no-brainer. So we were very happy to accommodate, and it's all too often we recognize people in memorial after the fact. Wish we could do it more in honor of. And so today we are here to tell Jimmy Kessler, his wife, and his family how much we have appreciated having Jimmy in the entire family in our community, making a difference. And we're proud to name this drive here on 30th Street Rabbi Jimmy Kessler Drive.
Yeah. Water. I need water.
Water.
I need water.
Somebody get me water. Water.
And Jimmy, before you start speaking,
Well, in the meantime, let me invite my family that's here. Come up over here so we can get a picture of everybody that's here. Nephews, cousins, just right there. And we'll, no, wait, go back that way.
I'm counting.
No, we can run over there and get the picture. But if you're here, come join them.
Daughters.
Shelly, you're now in the family.
Yeah, Shelly
Over
Cosberg grew up in Galveston, and her parents introduced us, so they made the magic happen.
Yes, oh yes.
See what a struggle it is?
Now they need to repave the driveway.
This is the congregation B'nai Israel.
Marshall, it's like a birthday present. Just rip it off.
I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget the things that I wanted to say to you. I want to thank you all for coming out and being here. It's really an honor. Each of you who's here, family and friends, who have made my life what it is by being a part of it. And most of it was here in Galveston as the rabbi of the temple, and that in and of itself has been significant. Pardon me, I'm about to quote myself. What I should have said to you, by the way, is that I reminded the mayor that I was in the stands watching him play football as an undergrad while he was an undergrad playing football for Texas. And I thought that one day he and I would be standing in Galveston on this grass with this event going on. I wrote the history of the temple because I thought it would be a nice project, and I made a comment at the time that B'nai Israel is a statement of commitment by Jews to the preservation of their religious heritage. I've come to realize that I've been privileged and blessed to be a part of that, and that celebration that happens to take place today, and adding to it the street way naming is just an added blessing without a doubt. Pardon me, got to change page. It's the kind of thing I think that speaks of the future of B'nai Israel. And you are the future of it. We are not just the past of it. So I thank you for that. I thank you for coming. Particularly special thanks to you as individual members who have been here all these years and put up with my craziness. I was told that rabbis can never return, but I did. Put up with me having come back. And it struck me that one of the major factors in my life was you. Because what you were hoping for gave me the impetus to become involved with those things. But most particularly, I want to thank my family, certainly, for coming out. I appreciate you schlepping down to Galveston and being a part of this, including some of you all that I grew up with. And most particularly, however, I have to tell you that the lady next to me made me legitimate. Because when I moved to Galveston, the last thing that people wanted to hear was that you were from Houston. And then after a year, I could say, well, I married Dr. Sam's daughter, and all of a sudden, I became acceptable in the Galveston. But Shelley's put up with all of this, and it's been just phenomenal. Our kids suffered through the fact that they could go nowhere in Galveston without somebody watching what they were doing. So if you're considering a place to live, come to Galveston. Your kids will be safe because everybody will tell you in the grocery store where they were the night before. So I'm here to highly recommend. But I'm glad you're here. My guilt trip to you is if you keep a diary or you write on Facebook, write that you were here. Write that you were a part of a community that celebrated its 150th. I realize the U.S. is a lot older. There's synagogues up east that are a lot older. But I keep marveling at the fact that I happened to mention last night that I was told years ago by the INS that after Ellis Island, Galveston was the largest port of entry in America. So that the Jewish community here had a significant role long before the Galveston plan came about. It was a part of welcoming people, but being active. And we have a cemetery in town that sort of belongs to the Jewish community. It's neither the shuls nor the temples, where there are people who buried, who died on the crossing. And they weren't part of the Galveston plan. This was in the 1800s. And they're buried out on 61st Street, and the Jewish community created that. So we've been doing community work for a long time, as the mayor mentioned. And so I thank you again very much for this sign. And now the question will be, is it going to be on GPS? And you say that you come down Broadway, turn right on 29th, and then when you get to O, turn right in Kessler Way, turn right.